I am excited today. Excited and honestly a little bit nervous. I got my 15 card PSA submission back yesterday. I've managed to wait until we can open it together. But if you recall, I did a preview video on this one. This was an 1980s special. I sent this one back in at the end of July. And in this batch, I've got 4 cards specifically that are kind of notable because we've already seen them revealed with grades that I wasn't exactly in agreement with, we shall say. So I cracked them, sent them back in. So at this point, I've now paid twice to have PSA put their eyes on them and assign them a grade. And there's a distinct possibility that I make a fool of myself here. But for your sake, I am willing to risk humiliation and hopefully have a little fun here. And so here's the package. I'm ready to just open it up and check out these cards. All right. Again, package is sealed. My grades are going to be right here. All right, you saw me open the package. It was sealed. I've got my pre-grades right here that we will be able to refer to. And the stack of 15 cards. Again, this is the 1980s. And the first one up is an 89 Topps Traded Barry Sanders that I said is going to grade a 9. And it got an 8. All right, so we are starting off not the greatest. And again, actually, if you didn't see the preview video, should have done this earlier, go back and watch the preview video. I did kind of a pretty in-depth look at them. Now, the thing with this card that I said was I thought the color was actually off. Specifically on the back, I didn't think it was like a bright white. But that one gets an 8. Well, see if we do any better. Jose Canseco, this one is the 86 Donruss Rookies. I said a 9. I thought it had an outside shot at a 10, and it got the 9. Again, these full bleed color borders are really tough. I thought, maybe just a hint of chipping somewhere. But that one did get the 9 that I said it was going to get, so that hopeful 10 did not occur, but at least we got the 9. This next card, we're going to save that one. That is one of the regrades. This Jim Kelly, we're going to save that. That's one of the regrades. The Mark McGuires. Did I send 2 of these? Or I sent 2 of these, and I thought both of them were going to be 9s. This is always nerve-wracking, but the first one is a 7. All right, it's gonna be this type of reveal. So this one graded a 7, and I'll take a look at this one closer. But sevens, you should be able to see something, and I don't remember seeing anything on that one. So maybe I'll try and take a closer look. Who knows? Because this Sandberg next, I had very high hopes for this Sandberg. I said it was a 9. It had an outside shot at a 10. All right. We go from a low to a high. Oh, there it is, guys. There it is. Gem 10 on the nicest Topps Sandberg that I've ever held. And so that's just a little validating right there. That feels good. So this card, again, this is from my PC set that came from a collection purchase 12 or 13 years ago. An older gentleman that had passed, and his son and son-in-law sold me the collection. But he did box breaks and set builds in the early 80s. And this was the nicest one that came out of that entire collection, which was a truckload. And man, oh man, that's a pretty card right there. So that's my PC set. Ryne Sandberg, Gem 10. Ah, very nice, very nice. All right, Clemens. I said two nines. I don't think I was a regrade on one of the Clemens. Again, these nines are, who knows? Man, oh, there we go. Mint nine. All right. So we missed one, but now we're actually maybe back on track. So there is a mint nine Clemens. Um, I said two nines, so I have no idea which one that may have been, but gorgeous card right there. All right, next up, the other Mark McGwire that I said was a 9, and it got an 8. So on the Big Max, I said two nines. I got a 7 and an 8, and I'll be straight honest with you. I think that this was the one that I thought didn't look as good. I'm gonna go back to this one right here. I'm gonna go back to this one because I thought this one was more centered than this one. Yeah, I'm gonna take a close. Good grief. I don't know. I don't know. At least I got the Gem 10 Sandberg. Jim Kelly, that was another regrade. Nolan Ryan. All right, this one right here. This one is actually the one that I thought had the best shot at a 10, but it's an 85 Ryan. Again, out of, actually, 85. I think this one's out of a brown box factory set, if I remember correctly. I said 9 on the Nolan Ryan. And I picked 9 up at a local card show recently, so I kind of had it to go with. And it got a 9. It got a 9, so that is a solid card right there. Um, I'm not exactly sure why it got a 9 over a 10. Magnification in me. I've kind of talked about it before. I don't really do it, but that is a pretty 1985 Topps Nolan Ryan that got the mint. All right, this one I sent in knowing that it wasn't perfect, but it's a Jack Nicklaus, considered his rookie card, 1981, and I said a 6. So this one could be all over the place, quite frankly. Um, and I think I mentioned in the preview video that it the card market has come down, and prices on this card have come down, and so I'm probably not going to make any money if I ever sell this one, but I said it was a 6, and it got an 8. Oh, snap. All right. Actually, that one makes me quite happy because, again, um, this one was sharp. Like, don't get me wrong, this one was sharp, but I was concerned about the coloring on this one. Um, Discolored on the back a little bit, but golly, the McGwire got a 7 and this one got an 8. All right, well, yeah, some you win and some you lose, and I'm actually pretty pleased with the Jack Nicklaus rookie card can get 8. So there's that one. All right, next up is an 83 Marcus Allen. I believe this one came out of my PC set. And I said an 8 on this one, outside shot at a 9, and it got the 8. So that one I was kind of accurate on. I think it had like maybe one or two slightly touched corners, but it is a gorgeous card that should fit right back into my really nice PC set. So very well centered, maybe a smidge printy if I remember correctly, and maybe just a hint of a corner kiss. Pretty card right there, though. LT. Now this one right here, this is the second year LT. I said a 9 outside shot at a 10. I think it looked better than the Marcus Allen that came from the same set that just got an 8. And that one gets an 8 too. I'll be honest, I am a little disappointed in that one. I looked at a number of other 8s online, and I thought that this one was better than an 8. Maybe a smidge on the back right there, but now that's a PC card. Goes back into the set, so a little disappointed, but not horrible. Not horrible. We got 2 more cards left. Next up is the Jerry Rice and the next Roger Clemens. I can't remember what I cracked. Now the Jerry Rice though, I said it was a 6. Again, if it got a friendly 7, I'd be really happy. But I think it compares to another 6 that I have, and got the 6. So that was exactly where I thought it was going to be. I just thought this one was worth getting slabbed. Give it a little test, but it's a good looking 6. It's very centered with just some very very minor um, corner corner wear on that upper right. Again, you can take a little bit of a closer look in the preview video, and yeah, that one I thought was accurate. Next, Roger Clemens. Again, I can't remember if I cracked one. I think actually I did crack one of these. So these next 4, I put my money where my mouth was. I subbed them again. Roger Clemens, number 1, gets an 8. Um, and now I can't remember. Uh, it may have been a 7 bump to an 8. We'll take a look. I'll actually have to maybe I'll edit. Oops, let's see. There we go. And I'll put that information right there. Here's what actually happened. Pause. All right, there you go. But that one got an 8. I think it was a 7. So, anyways, there's that one. All right, 2 Jim Kellys. The 2 Jim Kellys. Oh gosh, if memory serves, was a 6 and a 7, and I said these both should be 8s. And let's see how I did. Oh my flipping cripes. All right. First one gets a 9. That one was probably the 7. It was probably the 7 because, I sent these both in initially, said that they would be 9s, and it came back a 6 and a 7. And the second time around, it gets a 9. I'll give you one guess as to how I feel on that one. Oh, but there's that one, and I think it's accurate. Again, I mean, I was 8 and 8. I bumped myself down just to be conservative, but there's a 9. At this point, I almost don't care about this next one, but because we're here, and that one got an 8. All right, so we went from a 6 and a 7 to an 8 and a 9. That is 2 full grades on both cards. I feel a little vindicated. I will be honest with you. And that one, I think this one is accurate. There is a little corner kiss down there. Again, some of the other 8s and 7s in there, I'm not really sure, but the Kellys, at least, that's nice. All right. And then the last one, this one right here, man, I thought it was an 8. I can't remember if I've revised it down to a 7 or not. The Bork, no, I still said 8. Now it does have a centering. It is a little bit off-centered, but it was super sharp. This is the Ray Bork that initially graded a 6. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. And it grades a 6 again. And I'm gonna have to say that it's probably the centering. It's probably the centering on this one that just keeps holding it back. On the lower edge there, it is off center top to bottom, and this is I would probably say the sharpest 6 out there, and the problem that I still don't agree with that 6. If you remember the let's see, the Pete Rose, the 1974 Pete Rose, I think that was in another reveal that I did that graded a 7, and specifically the back was like nearly miscut. It was so off-centered, and it's just a gorgeous surface. Well, again, you win some, you lose some. I think. So I was 3 for 4 in terms of the regrades. I didn't get any lower grades. I got some significantly higher grades. That was, a short, quick, fun one. Couple of nice cards right there. And, I didn't completely make a fool of myself. So thanks for watching, guys. I've got more coming. We'll see you on the next one.